All right, we're back. Day 3 of trying to sort this Misfire out. Yesterday, I started the car up, and then you guys saw a small clip of that, and then I stopped recording. And then, as I wasn't recording, the car started to surge, but like really aggressively. Like the throttle was spiking. So I was standing out here, I was closing the hood, and it sounded like somebody was in the car and just like stepped on the throttle really, really hard. And so it spiked, it backfired, and then it went back down. And so the throttle surged. I wish I would have got it on video for you guys so you could see what I'm talking about. But that's what happened. And so right now what I'm going to do is the little stuff. I haven't cleaned the mass airflow sensor, so let me show you guys. I'll clean the mass airflow sensor. I'm going to take the cold air intake off, make sure there's no leaks, no vacuum leaks anywhere. I'll retighten the intake manifold, and just basically check around for any vacuum leaks. And then I do have one wire that's kind of not in the best condition. I put it here. This wire right here has a little bit of a, oh, can't even see. This one, the first one, has a little bit of like some wear on it. So I might just go and buy new wires and replace all of them. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm confused right now. I'm lost. Like I said in the first episode, I'm chasing a ghost. So let me get to working, take the stuff off, and then, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I figured we can take this cold air intake off because I did want to talk to you guys. So the first thing is going to be getting this PCV off, which comes off like that. There's just, let me see if I can, a little push pin tab here, and you just push that and it comes off. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys because, well, first things first, I wanted to say thank you. The channel has been doing all right. I've picked up a decent amount of subs, and I really am trying to upload more consistently. So if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, man. It goes a long way. Other than that, man, I'm frustrated. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty frustrated working on this car. I'm this close to just taking it somewhere. I really don't want to have to take it somewhere. I haven't taken it somewhere for anything. I did the cam install myself. I've done everything myself on this car besides tuning it. So I really don't want to take it, but it's getting to that point. Anyway, this is the mass airflow sensor, which I should be able to disconnect. I hate these connectors so much because I'm always so scared to break them. But anyway, mass airflow sensor. I'm gonna clean this. I would know what it was if it was dirty, but that doesn't look dirty to me, but we'll clean that. So we've got the mass airflow sensor off. We've got this little PC valve disconnected, and now we can take these clamps and loosen them. And this should come off, no problem. And that's it. The other thing I'm going to do is clean the throttle body, like I said. So we'll get that cleaned up. It does look kind of dirty, and we'll see. But like I said, thank you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and I'm just going to keep working, man. Unfortunately, I'm just going to keep working. Alright, we're going to get started on cleaning this throttle body. So I want to give you guys a little before shot of what it looks like right now. This thing is, it's dirty, bro. Very, very dirty. So let me just clean this up and I'll be right back. Alright, and after, it's a little bit better. I did get a decent amount of junk off of this thing. My blade isn't the pretty gold color like it used to be, but I did clean up a decent amount, and especially in between the blade. So when you open the blade up, in that little ring, I guess, whatever, it was really, really dirty, and I cleaned that up pretty good. So throw it back on. I don't think this is going to solve our misfire problem, but it should help it run a little bit better. And then as for the MAF sensor, the sensor isn't super dirty. Try and get you guys some light. Like inside the sensor, this thing isn't dirty at all, man. So either this thing went bad, if this is even a problem at all, but I'm just gonna put it back in because it really doesn't need cleaning. In there is where it would get dirty or have dirt trapped, and there's nothing in there. So I'm just gonna put that stuff back together. I'm gonna make sure that all my intake manifold bolts are nice and tight. I'm gonna check everywhere else that's got sort of a vacuum line or any line at all, and then we'll start it back up again. All right, I went over everything. MAP sensor is back plugged in. I was actually, this hose back here was unplugged. This one, it was unplugged, so I plugged it in. We'll see if that makes a difference at all, but I stopped unplugging the battery. I'm just gonna let it run the way it runs because I need this thing to throw a code. It hasn't thrown any codes the entire time that I've been doing this. No codes have been thrown, so I'm hoping it does that. But right now we're gonna start it and see how the car sounds, see how it acts, see if we've changed anything at all. Heard that rev spike? That wasn't me. Like, it just did it by itself. So I don't know what's causing it to do that, but it's just spiking revs by itself. I'm sure it'll do it again right now. The knocking noise that I thought I heard, I'm pretty sure it's an exhaust leak, but not from up here, from further down. Let me see if I can get you guys an angle on what that sounds like. So like right here you can hear a little bit, but once I come down here you hear it more. So I'm pretty sure that's just an exhaust leak. But yeah, it's just spiking throttle. I don't know why it's doing that, but the car is idling okay. I really wanted to throw a code though, so I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit and then I'll check back in for you guys. All right, it's been idling well for a couple of minutes, so I think I'm gonna take it out just to drive here around the neighborhood and see if anything messes up. But I'm gonna drive it around and we'll see. I'll take the camera with me just in case anything goes sour. I'll put you guys on the head mount and all that stuff, but right now let's take it for a drive, see what happens. All right, man, let's see. I just wanted to throw a code, bro. Turn this off, lower the window. Yeah, see, it's already misfiring again. All right, let's just drive it around the block and see if it'll throw a code. Because really, you see, it's just spiking throttle by itself. So I'm just gonna take it a couple times around the block and hope it gives me a code. Put it in gear and it's misfiring like crazy. You can hear the difference. It's just surging like crazy. Another thing, it could be the tune. So another thing that I'm thinking is just taking it to the tuner and seeing what he sees. But what I really want is a code. If it gives me a code, then I can more precisely try and track down instead of just trying to guess. So I'm just gonna drive it in circles here in the neighborhood until it gives me a code. I'm definitely reduced power. I have my foot on the accelerator and it's barely giving me anything. Yeah. I'm gonna take it out of the neighborhood just to where I can get a decent little like straightaway section just to give it some gas and see if that'll give me my code. I don't know if this makes sense, but it seems like the car is missing by a little bit, if that makes any sense. And it could be a tuning thing, I don't know. But it's not throwing any codes, which is kind of annoying. My oil temp and my coolant temp are both decent, so I'm gonna hog on it a little bit. But man, I really don't know, man. So I'll probably go, as much as I don't want to, go and buy spark plug wires, replace all the spark plug wires, because I did have one that was in pretty rough shape. And then we'll see if it drives any better or worse. If it drives better, then that's good. If it's still not driving the way it should, then message the tuner and take it to him and see if he sees anything on the computer. But for now, still chasing a ghost because this car doesn't want to comply with me and throw a code. Right now it's idling like crap. Throttle is crap. I have my foot down the same way I did before and it's in reduced power. But it won't give me a code. It just refuses, so we're just gonna take her in. Yeah, you see, like that's not me, man. It's just spiking. Back in idle in park, and it's idling low and just surging like crazy. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, so since I know everybody loves unboxings, go ahead and show you guys what I've got. So these are the spark plug wires. One thing I did want to say that I haven't said is shout out to Advanced Auto Parts, first off, and second, Rock Auto. Those two things are places or where I get most of my car parts. It's kind of weird how everybody has their preferred shop. Like some guys like AutoZone, O'Reilly, or whatever. Mine is Advanced. So again, shout out Advanced Auto Parts. This is where I get all my stuff. Obviously not on some sponsored stuff. I just kind of shop there. I've always been there. And then the other one, Rock Auto, the same thing, man. A lot of the little bolts and stuff, Rock Auto is the place to go in terms of, I mean, just finding that stuff. So right here, we've got our 8 AC Delco, the new spark plug wires. I'm going to go ahead and take the old ones off and then replace the little metal boot that goes right here. And then we'll put it on the car, fire it up, and then that'll be it for this video. What else do they give in here? What is this? Oh, it's the dielectric grease. But yeah, so that'll be it for this video. But yeah, let me get to working. Like I said, just gonna put those new ones on. And as a matter of fact, what I'll do right now, if I can get this thing off. I've got the one wire off that was pretty damaged, the only one that I noticed. So if you look pretty closely, you can see there that this thing's all torn up. So that's damage there, and then the little boot itself is all nice and fried. So we're gonna take this boot off, replace this wire, replace all the other ones while we're at it, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Alright, it is nighttime out. I have successfully switched all of the new spark plug wires with the old ones. They're all in. I put the grease in and everything. Which, real quick tutorial on that. The grease, because I never used it before, but it goes, so this boot right here, inside there's like a little metal connector, obviously. You just put the grease inside the boot before the connector, and then I put some on the outside, like these parts right here, just a little bit, and that was it. So now you know. But I switched everything. Everything is good. We're going to start the car together. After we start it, whether it's a good start or a bad one, that'll be it for this video. And you guys will just have to stay tuned for the next one. But let's go ahead and start it. Actually, before we started, I forgot. I had like 2 spark plugs that were loose. So that could be, well, that is a big problem. I had a spark plug at the back of the driver's side towards the firewall. On that side was loose. And I had another one on the passenger side. I don't remember which cylinder it was, but they were loose. So that's a big problem. So I went ahead, I brought the torque wrench out, I torqued them down. It's 11 feet-pounds. Feet-pounds? Who says feet-pounds, bro? It's 11 foot-pounds that you torque them down to. So I went ahead and did that and then replaced the wires. So it should be better. The car should be better. Now, is it completely fixed? I'm pessimistic now after working on this car, so probably not, but it should be better. So let's start it. Okay, so a quick observation. The driver's side, remember I told you guys on the driver's side we had codes for misfires. Now the code won't pop back up, but it was there. The driver's side, I just started it, and the headers on this side, like, I can touch them. Like, they're not, nothing is hot on this side. On this side, on the passenger side, like, they're warmer. Like, I can feel it. I can feel the difference. So just an observation. We'll look more into that tomorrow. I'm just going to try and crank it one more time. If it cranks, it cranks. If it doesn't, whatever. We'll do it next video. It is actually somehow running worse with new plug wires. But I bet you if I touch... Yeah, dude. The headers on the driver's side aren't even... Tomorrow. Oh, you can't even see me. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna take the valve cover off on the driver's side, try and crank it over, check the lifters, check everything on the driver's side, because I only checked the passenger side last time that we did it. So more work. I don't know why that side is just not working. I don't know why. At least it's consistently misfiring now. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Whatever. I'm lost, man.